Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I thought that I would do a video about planner piece. So planner piece, right, it's this, I don't know, it's like a unicorn. Like those of us in the planner community a lot of times go through lots of different systems and ways of planning, trying to find the perfect thing that works for us. So when I started planning, well, I've always had a paper planner, let me back that up. But when I started getting into this more decorative kind of planning, I started with a happy planner. And I was really happy that I found it. Like it's gave me a creative outlet. It was helping me kind of get organized. I had, you know, a little baby, and I was after, you know, 17 years of not having a tiny one at home. And so I was really struggling with trying to figure out all of the things that I needed to do and places that we needed to go. So it was really not only therapeutic, I also, and I've mentioned many times before, I suffer from anxiety and depression. This is a really pretty spread. And so it gave me a way to deal with that, particularly my anxiety. So yeah, and these are just kind of when I got started going from, you know, mostly using scrapbook paper to sort of experimenting with stickers, trying to find out like how I was planning, what worked best for me, how I used my monthly spreads, which I still don't really use them that much. This week we were on vacation, so I didn't plan at all. Playing with, this is still one of my most favorite spreads ever. I love how this turned out. So yeah, just sort of getting more and more into it. This is also another spread that I really liked. Oh, I really loved this one. I designed these stickers myself, and I love how this turned out. And this also is another one that I designed myself. And I really love how that turned out as well. So yeah, and then kind of going through. So then I decided that maybe I was more of, there were a couple of things that I didn't always love with the Happy Planner. I never really was keen on the disc. Like, I love that I could pull the pages out, but I didn't like the disc bound system. This is a really pretty, y'all know yellow is like my jam, so I love that. And I loved in the Erin Condren how you get this little space between the boxes. But I didn't love the Erin Condren price. I did not love that it was spiral bound. So yeah, and then I thought, like, well, at some point during this, I think it was around May, April or May, I got a personal size planner. I got a personal size Filofax, which I loved, but once again, it didn't really give me enough. Okay, so I got this, which I still love. I mean, come on now, look at this color, which I loved. Of course, I don't have anything in it right now except for my dividers, but it introduced me back into the ring bound system, which I really loved. But once again, it was really, you know, it's a personal planner, so there's not necessarily enough space for me to have my entire life in here. So then I was kind of using the Happy Planner as more like my life planner, and then the personal size planners to kind of toss in my bag and take with me for errands that I needed to run or things that I needed to buy, stuff like that. Then I decided that perhaps I could move my Happy Planner into a ring bound planner, which is what I did. So I got a Kiki K and cut down my Happy Planner pages and put them into the Kiki. And I was like, okay, we're getting a little bit closer. Once again, love the rings, love the ability to take the pages out. These are some of my spreads in the new Happy Planner that I got that started in July. So starting to figure out like how to really use the layout to work best for me. Another really pretty spread. So I did that, and this was my birthday week, which I really loved. Still love this sort of fashion spread. Still not loving that if you're using stickers and you're putting the boxes next to each other, that if you don't lay them down perfectly, you can tell because it just looks not great. I also didn't love that when you cut it down and punch holes into it, it goes into the boxes. I didn't think that that would drive me crazy, but it kind of did. I also didn't love that I cut it kind of janky, so some of the pages are a little bit different size. So then I decided, okay. Oh, and I also was not super in love with the Kiki K binder. Like, it's a little bit chunky for me. I don't know. And I know that there are some planners who are just like Kiki stands. They love it. It's not really, it wasn't really my thing. But I did discover I love the binder system, important. But I also wanted to personalize it a little bit more. So this brings me to where I am now, which is my nude patent Filofax. I think at heart I'm just a Filofax girl. I love that it's very sleek. It's not super clunky. This is the A5 size, which you can, this is the baby size, this is the A5 size. And so I'm getting close, you guys. So I set my A5 up for fall. So I've got, you know, enough cute little clips, Papermate Inkjoy gel pen. I've got some pretty papers in here. Very cute quote about autumn. I made my little shaker dashboard, which I love. So there's the sort of inside flap. It's not too over the top decorated. It, to me, still is pretty but functional, not too much going on. This is the fly leaf that comes with your Filofax. These are sticky notes that I got from Target, and I just took them off of the Target thing and punched or glued them on a piece of cardstock and punched it so that I could put it in that way. And then this is sort of a fall dashboard. It was a free printable, so I just printed it, excuse me, and laminated it to put in the front. Also another free printable fall bucket list, which is really cute. And then something, I don't know why I didn't do this before or think to do this before. So I just bought some digital papers off of Etsy, downloaded them, and made dividers. So my first section is the to-do section. I have left the lists that you get from Filofax in here, that's fine. The next section is my monthly calendar section. So I have printed out, this was a free printable year at a glance. And then my calendars, it's October, and these were also free printables, November, December, which I haven't, and then January. And then my next section is the weekly section. So I had initially printed out some printables while I was waiting for my inserts to arrive. And the thing that I like about this is they're just like long boxes. There's no like division in the day. And so my inserts came. This is this week, and I love how that turned out. So this is the weekly section, and I think I have, yeah, until January in here for now. Gonna try to see how it works. My next section is for my blog. So the Filofax comes with, you know, calendar pages. Not everyone really loves them. I don't love them because they're not white, they're cream. But I decided to use them, so I'm going to use them to plan out stuff for my blog and YouTube. But it doesn't start until January, so. And then I bought some blog inserts off of Etsy. So I have sort of brainstormed some ideas. I have some blog goals all the way sort of through October into December. And then I just kept the Filofax paper. The next section is for YouTube, which is like my schedule. So I think I'm just going to use it for like the week of, like what I want to film, what I want to upload. And then this next section is for my flower business. Right now I'm just sketching out some ideas for the holiday. And then this section is for home. So I have like my cleaning list that I can keep instead of keeping it on my weekly. I mean, I might still do weekly, but it just gives me more room here. And I can add in other things. Like this week, I want to finish a living room organization project that I'm working on and declutter the dresser in my bedroom, which are not things, obviously, that I'm going to have to do every week. And this was, I think I bought this off of Etsy. And then I ordered this also in my home section. So it's meal planning on one side with your grocery list on the other side, which I think is going to be super helpful. And then the next section is for my son. So he, as I mentioned, has some speech delays, and we are in therapies and have appointments. And I don't know why I didn't think of this sooner, but to kind of write down things that he's done that week or things that we need to work on for speech, other health things if he you know, has cold or an upset stomach, so that I can track it this way. And that way, if I need to call into the doctor or the therapist, I can go back instead of trying to rely on my memory. And then this section is just for lists. So I also bought this off of Etsy to read, which I think is like super cute. So these are all the books that I'm trying to read in October. I printed a couple of these out, and then I just have the year of sort of birthdays and anniversaries month by month. And then I have a section for shopping lists and the contacts section, which I left from the original inserts that came with the Filofax. So I'm really happy with the way that this is working so far. Hopefully I am that much closer to planner piece, but yeah, I'm loving this Filofax setup. So I hope that is helpful if you're kind of looking for ways to set up your planner. I will probably go through again towards the end of the year and let you know like what's working, what's not working, if I've changed anything. So I will see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.